Like we were studying relational algebra, and where we have studied about the unary operators. That unary operators, like we have the select, project, and rename, and then we move to the set operations. Like we have like a union, intersection, then set difference operators, and Cartesian product or the cross product. We have division. We have, and later we move to the joints, right? So today we are going to discuss something. Joints is like it's not over yet. Yesterday we saw about the equijoin, natural join, and theta join. But today we will be studying the other kinds of join, and also we'll study about the aggregate functions, and then we'll go for a little bit of quiz session. Okay, from the online only, from online quiz only, from this chapter. Okay, so just let's start. I so, yeah, just wait for some. So in relational algebra, we have some aggregate functions, okay? Like we have sum, average, maximum, minimum, and count. These are the aggregate function, and this is the, and in relational algebra, we need to denote this things, okay? This, how do we represent it in relational algebra? So we have this syntax, okay? So this is the delta symbol. We have the grouping attributes, and we have here the function list. That is the name. We'll just check, and this is the name of the schema. So let's check an example. Okay, so this is what, just see the first diagram. Okay, first table is there. We have a department number, number of employees, and average salary. Name of the table is R. So we know, we have studied that this function, this row is used for what? It's for renaming, right? So others like this one, R of DNO. Forget about now this part. Okay, we know what it is doing now. We are selecting, we are using this, we are selecting the DNO, the department number, number of employees, average number, but we will now concentrate on here. So what we have done, we have separately taken this part. The aggregate function is here. Okay, so this is department number, then delta of count SSN, that is count of SSN. I told you grouping attributes will be here, right? Grouping functions like count SSN, average salary of employee. Now, when you write this way, what it will do is it will count. Okay, so it will do the totaling. So if you total it, 4 plus 3 plus 1 will be 8. So it is printing 8, display 8. Okay, and once you, and this will provide the average salary because you have used this average. So if you like find the average, how do we find it? Like we add it and then divide it by 3. So we'll get something around 35,125. So this is how we go for the aggregate. See, this is, we have used two functions together. It is also possible that we can, we can only use the like delta of count SSN of employee, then we'll get only 8. Or it's also possible, that is where if we need to use the aggregate function, we use to need you we need to use this operator delta. Okay, actually I wanted to like show you the, like in internet also I have some examples, but I don't know why I'm not able to share the screen here. Okay, now I'll be able to share content. Okay, so you can just see, I have just I have not downloaded, just have opened in Google Chrome only. So here you can find, just check, find the see, this is a table available here. So find the total amount owed to the credit company. So here they are using different, but it will be delta only. For us, we will be using the delta symbol. Sum of balance. So what you are doing, you need to find the sum of the balance field. okay, of the credit account. So this is the name of the table, credit account, and we will find the sum of things. So if you sum it, you will get around this attributes like this column. If you sum, you will get around 4275. Similarly, we also know that max is also a aggregate function. So of the available credit also, if you want to find, then it's also possible. First you are using the project operator. Okay, so this is basically nesting is done. Nesting is there. So for now, what we doing? We are taking the limit minus balance, okay, as the available balance. How available balance will be the total limit minus balance as available. This is, as you know, you have studied in SQL, is the alias operator. We naming it as the available balance and of credit card. So basically, you think we are using this max of the available credit. Till this point, any confusion?
No, ma'am.
No, right?
No.
Right?
No.
So just think you need to use this kinds of operators, like not operators, it's functions. Sum, this one, sum, average, count, mean, max. And you all, or like I don't have to explain you all. Like this things like sum will take like how much they will take certain amount of they will take a collection of values and will return a one result. Similar to all for everyone. For average also, it will take like few sets of maybe more than two, three. It will take a set and will return a single result. For count also everything. So and also remember, we know sum means addition of numbers. Average means we need to find the average value in the collection. Count, it will give the total count. Then we have the minimum and maximum. So now also remember, this is an important MCQ. This aggregate functions, this basically work on multi-sets. Means it will not take a single value, it will take multiple values. That is why it is known as a multi-sets. Now let's go back and move. I think this aggregate function clear? Aggregate function, anyone not clear, please tell me. Here is an example also. That is, for now just take this simple example. Don't go for the nesting. Okay, we are using this will be, we are using the delta symbol. Okay, don't go for this symbol. I am not aware what is this Greek symbol is used for. G, maybe I don't know. So this is the like delta we are using, and sum of balance of the credit account. So this is the, if it will, what it will do, it will total the sum. So that is it. Okay, now moving again to the earlier slide. So you are seeing the outer join. So what happens? Yesterday we studied about the natural join, equijoin, and theta join. So equijoin, we compared like whatever things will be will be equal, whatever tuples will be equal, only that one will appear. And similar to natural join also, but in natural join, what happened? Duplicate attributes came in, but in natural join that got removed. The duplicate attributes got removed. But in theta join, we use like any comparison operator, like apart from the equal to sign. And also that is all the things that were common. One thing that were common to all, that only those things that match the criteria appeared on the result. The tuples which were like common to both the tables that or match the criteria appeared on the table. But in case of, okay, Sahil is waiting. Yes. Now, in case of this outer join conditions, so in this case, it is possible to print the like any one table, the complete table, even if it does not match the criteria. So we have this left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. So let's take an example for this left outer join. So left outer join means what? Suppose we have two tables, for R and S we have here. So left outer join means the left side of all the values of the left side will be present, and of the right table only the values those satisfy the criteria will appear on the resultant. So let's take the result. See, all the values maybe A, B, D, E, sorry, A, B, D, F, E. will be present. Similarly, the column B also will be there. Okay, 1, 3, and all things will be clear here. And later, for this part, because it is R left join, right? R left join S. So here, what are the things matched with the left table? So A will be here. A will come here. A1. Then B is here. No, B is not here. So B it will not be. B will not be here. So then C is not there. D, so D is present in table R table, so that value will appear here. E4, so obviously that value will appear. So that is why it is known as the left join. So left join means all the values that contained in the left table will appear, and from the right table only the values those match the criteria will come. Clear about this? Anyone not clear about the left outer join? Please, I can repeat once more.
Ma'am, please repeat it.
Okay. See, in left joints, I have this tables are kept like upside down. But if you think this table, suppose S was here, so then R becomes the left table, right? Like left, it's written. Question is written here. Left outer join or left. It's our left outer join is also known as left join. Okay. So what happens? Whatever like data is present in the left table will obviously appear here, and also the data present in the right table will appear, but only for the tuples that matches the criteria. That is of intersection. First you think join means we need to join the common values, common tuples. Okay, so you find the common tuples. So we have A1,
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
that one, right? And later last one, whatever the left out values will be there in the left table will appear here. Okay, so you see corresponding there is no one. We have only 3 values that matches. C will not be here because C is not in column A. Similarly, for right outer join, what happens is whatever value is there in the right table will appear here, but for the left table only those values, those tuples will appear that matches the right table. So here A1 will come, D3 will come, and E will come, E5 will come. Others will be empty. Others like B won't come. F also won't come. Any confusion? Just take this, just take your
No,
time.
ma'am, I understood.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Clear, right? What about the girls? The girls are here, right? Let me take this participant. Kaushik, are you clear? Kaushik, you have like missed a few of the classes. So are you clear about this? We are going for joining of 2 tables. Longkir, no reply. Sankalpita, what no reply means? Should I repeat once more or you have understood the things? I'm not getting it. See, you have to, I'm just repeating once more. Just concentrate, it's important, okay? So, you have 2 tables. This one R and S. This R and S consist of some tuples and columns, right? Column A, column B, and tuples are the rows. Okay, what are the rows? A, B, D, F, E. And similarly, S table has, okay, and column S contains this tuples A, C, D, E. Now we know that joins only, because from the yesterday's class we are clear that joins works on the tuples. They check for the tuples. So when we go for the left join or right join, first we think about the left join. What we do, we need to find out the matching tuples in both the cases. So we find that A1 is there, here is A1 also there, so it will obviously will appear. And then we check that D3 is here, so D is also here, D3 will also appear here. Okay, next we'll find that E5 is here, so E5 comes, and here E4 comes. But other things are left because we have more extra in the left table. In the left join we have extra, that is the B and F. So that will appear in the last. Okay, and for the right join, what happens? Same thing. First, it will match the matching tuples, find the matching tuples, and whatever is left will come here. So this was all about the left join and left and right join. Now, if you understood these two things, left join and outer join. Now, from the word full join, I think you people will be know that in that case, full join, we will understand everything will appear on the table, where like whatever thing is present in the left table, that will also come, and whatever like tuples are present in the right table will also appear. So that is that means it will keep the data of both the tables. So here you will check that obviously the matching tuples are here. A1 is there, A1, A1. Then I think, yeah, D is there, D3, D3 is there. Then E5, E4 is there. And again, last one from here, left table, we have B2, B2. From again, we have this F4, F4. And from right table, we left is C2. So this was all about full join. Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Understood, everyone?
No. Yes,
Understood.
ma'am.
Yes,
Sahil,
ma'am.
Sahil?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So these are basically few properties are there. You can just go through it. We'll discuss about it. Okay. Just you can theoretical part only. So if you have like this kind of queries, you can get questions in your exam like retrieve the name and address of all employees here who work for the research department. So here this we have to think here the question will be like this, but we understand that the employee name and address of all employees will be present in the employee table, and research department is a name of the department, right? It is department ID and like department name will be present in other tables. So how do we find the result? So first we find the department in department research department. uh, how many rows are there in the research department? Once we find out, then we need go for join, and that is how we do it. So we'll get understand. I'll explain you all this, but not today. Like it will be really bit because we need to practice more. But today I'll have some questions for you people. Like I got from Senfodry. Let me share. Wait, just wait. Okay, are you able to view my screen? Is it visible the RDBMS questions, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so I'm taking all the questions from internet only. So I hope because we completed this entire algebra, relational algebra part. So we have around 11 questions. Now let's see who can answer me this question. These are the very common questions I told you, right? So let me take the participant list also then I can check. 11 people are here. Okay. Now anyone can tell me which of the following is not a relational algebra function? Select, project, manipulate, union.
C, ma'am.
Yes, it is manipulate, right? Manipulate is not a algebra function.
Manipulate.
Okay. Now, the select operation function in relational algebra is identical to the dash clause in SQL, where, from, select, none of the mentioned.
Select. Select.
Others?
It should be select.
Okay,
I
I'll
think.
just take all the answers. I know. Who's if you don't want to speak, you can write in the chat, but please, I want an answer from everyone, this one. And especially those who have attended the classes. Write in the chat. Answer something. Okay. One. I got one to answer. That is Sahil and Krishna. Okay. Pallav, select.
Ma'am, select.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. Now I'll tell the answer. It is not select. It is not select. I told you in the when I was going for the unary operator select condition, I told select operator. I told you don't get confused it with the select operator in SQL. So here it is the where clause. Okay, what does the select do? Select, it finds the number of tuples. So if you want to work on the tuples, which function you should, which clause you should go for? You have used the where clause, right? So it will be where. What does the select operator do? You have done SQL. What does the select operator do? We go for selecting the columns, right? So the tuples here, it will work on the tuples. I told you it will be different. So it is here. You can find it. The answer here is also. So you can go for this online questions also. It is available to everyone, right? Now, next question. The project operation function in relational algebra is identical to the dash clause in SQL. Where from? Where from? Okay. Others? From. If one will say from, all will say from. Or like one was where, so this one will be where, like from. No, it is select. It is select now, this time. In SQL, when we go for selecting, we go for selecting the what? We go for selecting the attributes, means the columns. And in project also, I told you that difference. Select always works that in a relational algebra, select works on the tuples and project works on the attributes. So here you find this, it is in SQL. In SQL, if we want to go work for the attributes, if we want to work on the attributes, because in SQL that means the same thing, right? So it is the select. So project operation function is known as the select. I hope you people will remember, okay? I'm not like giving you notes or anything, so you will find these things here. Now, what does the following relational operation perform? Row X, A1, A2, A3 of E. It returns the result of expression E with the previous attribute names. It returns the expression E, renaming the attributes as A1, A2. It returns the result of the relation but saves the old attributes, none of them mentioned. Can anyone tell me?
D.
Okay. Others?
Returns the result of the expression E.
Yeah, you said B, right? Renaming the attributes, I heard. Others?
Yes.
Okay. Pallab wrote. So let's check the answer. So it is B. We know that like row operator is used for renaming, right? Next, I got a good question here. Okay. What does the following relation, check the number 5 question, okay? What does the following relational algebra expression do? Sigma of amount greater than 1200 of loan. Finds all the tuples in loan. Finds the tuples in loan where the amount is greater than 12,000. Find all the tuples in loan where the amount is greater than 1200 and find all the amounts in loan where the number of values is greater than 1200. What is the purpose of sigma? Sigma will work on the tuple, right? But what it will return? Yes, students. Anyone can answer. B. How can it be
C.
B?
Ma'am, C.
C, okay. So it is? So it is C, right? Because it finds all the tuples in loan where the amount is greater than 1200. Now, just now we studied one thing. I'll show you one example. I didn't tell you about it. Yesterday we saw the symbol for join operation. Okay. So when we have the left outer join symbol, join we know that it simply looks like a cross or something. So when we have like left outer join, how it will be represented into the relational algebra? So it will be like more in the left hand side. So it will be A. Just check. Okay, for the right hand side, it will be more on the right, and for the full join, it will be like it will be like the line will be stretched in both the direction, and this is a symbol for the D is a symbol for the normal join. Okay, any kind of equijoin or everything. Now I just told you about the what is the right join symbol. So can you tell me, anyone? I just
B.
give
B.
it's a B, right? Now let's check a project question. So projection of customer name, loan number, amount, borrower, join, loan. What does the expression perform? It finds the customer name, loan number, amount from borrower. It finds the customer name, loan number, and amount from loan. It finds the customer name, loan number, and amount from the full outer join of borrower and loan. It finds the customer name, loan number, and amount from the natural join of borrower and loan. What? Yes,
D.
true.
Option D.
Where?
Option D.
Option D, I think.
Yes, it is natural join. You can go for, if you go for this symbol, we know it is the natural join. Okay. Next. Updating, deleting, and inserting in relational algebra is done using the which operator? You have done
Assignment.
yes, it is the assignment operator, right? You can just check. Okay. Now straight true and false. There exists a division operator in relational algebra. True or false?
True.
Yes, it is
True.
true. We have yesterday only we have studied, right? The last one, division. So it is true. And the last answer, just we studied just few minutes back. The collection on which aggregate functions can operate are called as what? Multisets, multivalues.
Sets.
Which one?
Multisets.
Yes, it is
A.
Yeah, multisets. Okay, yeah. So any confusion, I'll be sharing the slide today. So, and I request you all will discuss this kind of questions also. If you find this relational algebra questions, please practice on your own also. And I'll obviously try to solve. Okay, I find the gate question. So if you're okay, I can give you that also. From Monday we can start. Okay, and I don't know if you're following or not. We'll be having a quiz on Monday. Okay, for module 1. Module 1 and module 2, how much we covered, so that I get to understand that you people are understanding the things. Okay. So whatever I'll give till today, I'll share the slide. Please go through them. Okay. So I'll ask you questions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So Monday we have class. So let me just stop sharing.
Ma'am, happy Teachers Day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, everyone. I got the messages. Just wait, let me click the photo and then you can. Okay, thank you everyone. You all can leave and enjoy your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.